Welcome to PKR TV, the home of PKR.com, the friendliest poker room in the world. With incredible 3D graphics and a thriving community, this is the most fun you can have at the virtual felt. Stay tuned as we take a look at the best moments from a $2, $4 no-limit hold'em cash game with expert strategy from WSOP champion Scott Shelley.
Okay, new hand.
All right, what a lineup. We're going to expect and demand
Fold.
furious action, raising and re-raising and such like. Am I right?
Raise.
Possibly.
Possibly, okay.
I mean, yeah, you're going to
Fold.
likely see a bit of action here. We've got some action players, we've got some deep stacks.
Yeah.
I call you.
And we could see some huge pots. Some big pots.
Some big putts.
Some coolers.
All right, well, January's player of the month.
I fold.
Smudge 777, Masters
Here's the
champion, PKR 500 champion. What a champion. He opens with the A7 of clubs, gets called in position by Greek star
I'm
Patatos
raising.
Alatas, who does his usual of
that
asking the
call?
question. Floated by Smudge. We're into it straight away. Smudge has developed, well, I mean,
Check.
he's
Here comes the river.
got quite a ridiculous lead in the hand.
Let's do this.
Wow.
I like his check.
Potato, will he fall for it? Does he think maybe his queen high's got some showdown value?
Nah.
No, he doesn't, and he goes for it. He bets 1, 2, 3. Oh, and he's gonna realise he's been sucked in.
400.
Very snug play from Smudge. Very sneaky play. He knew how to draw
Yeah, I think
his customer in.
when he sees that river, he has to check it just because,
I think I'll raise.
yeah, there you go, 400. Snap fold.
Wow, that hand, there was no tanking on any decision from either of those two guys. It
There was a little thought from Smudge on the river, but it's
Okay.
understandable.
yeah,
But yeah, relatively, there was no thinking whatsoever.
right in there. Some,
Which I like that.
yeah.
Potato knows he's not going to be, oh, I've got queen high, shall I call? No, we fold.
Yeah, no
No
matter
silliness.
Yeah. Very sweet straight away. 2 and 4, so the max buy-in here, 250 bigs, which is $1,000. Smudge at it again.
Nice big suited ace.
Potato hates to fold, but he might just have to this time. Yes, he does.
Fold.
ED treble C. Perfect hand to call in mid-position, just begging that there won't be a 3-bet behind.
Fold.
Doesn't look like there will be. King and.
Fold.
I doubt spades are going to hit. There was like 5 people with 2
Here's
spades
the
in their
flop.
hand.
Oh, well, looks like we're going to chop this up.
Bet.
Couple of ace-10s out there. Squad douche for DD triple C.
Yeah, you got to imagine it's going to go to chop unless Smudge goes pretty crazy and goes 3 barrels big.
Yeah,
I
or
mean-
unless the hand develops, unless the
Oh, wow,
board
no, no,
develops
there we
badly.
go.
Yeah, that's the end of that.
They're both loving life until they realise they're not winning a penny. Apart from the 8-7 of spades is $12,
Yeah.
$6 each.
Bet.
Well, wish we could fast forward this hand,
Yeah.
but we can't. Come on, fellas.
He's going to think about it as well. He's like, oh,
They're not to know it,
Raise.
but
tank raise. Then there's going to be a tank shove.
yeah. Is there definitely? I guess this is the only mildly interesting
How
point of
deep
this
was
hand.
Tablon?
Was Teblon.
Cool.
I think I pronounced that right.
Yeah,
Here's the
yeah.
river.
I check.
He's Uruguayan, so there's probably no need for the Frenchness. But yeah, that's what I was going to say. Is Smudge is unlikely to be. Yeah, so they were both like 1,000 deep. Once he gets raised on the turn, Smudge is
There you
not
go.
exactly whooping and hollering and thinking, let's
No,
get it in,
but-
right?
He's not, but he beats a hell of a lot of drawy hands, and he's only losing to a set, so I think he's going to stack off there most of the time.
Oh yeah, I guess.
But the way it's played, the rivers are a card that's going to like just end the action completely.
Yeah.
And it goes bet call, as you'd imagine.
You would imagine. No Scott Shelley.
New hand.
No Vladimir Geschkenbein. No Jake Cody. Honestly,
Fold.
these blue pros live in fear.
Fold.
Come on, there's 3 seats at this table.
I'll have you
fellas.
know, this was done when I wasn't able to play.
Okay.
Because since I've been
Your
able to...
one saving grace.
No, because since I've been able to play on PKR, the only TV cash games we've done are 1-2, so
Okay.
I know for a fact this was not available to me.
All right. Well, there is one. There's one
Rails.
next week.
What, 2-4?
Get stuck in. No, because you have asked me to keep it at a modest level so you can get stuck in.
Yeah, I don't want to be... Yeah.
Well, Sophia will step up to the 2-4.
Yeah, but I
if
can
she's-
see me doing my nut to potato slice or something.
Well, and that's what we want to see
Well,
on TV.
I don't want to see it on TV. I don't want to see it
but
at all.
then you have to commentate on you doing your own nut, which would
Yeah,
be
that-
magnificent.
That would be quite cool.
It would be.
That's a nice turn card for the 8-7.
All right, I'll bump it up to 3-6 next
All
week,
in.
all right?
Make it 5-10.
Oh,
This is the river.
There, good.
yeah, well, something of a gift for the nuts. There we go. We respect people who have a go
Oh, yeah.
rather than sit there and knit it up a little.
New hand.
2-9 gets out of the way. So did the German.
Fold.
So does the Swede. Do they not realise they're on TV? King Anne will have something to say.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
Can't imagine him ever folding out and it folds him on the bottom.
Fold.
Yeah, we
Raise.
expect the 3-bet, and there it is.
Bit of a chunky one.
That's right, and they are plenty deep.
I call.
Off we go.
Let's see the
Couple of
flop.
hundred bigs deep. Always going to be, an S7 would be the absolute sweetest card.
I bet.
Yeah, I was thinking 4-7 on the flop would have caused a little bit of action, but 7 would definitely get the money in.
How much does the King of Clubs play on King Anne's mind and his decision? If it was a King of Hearts,
That's actually a good question.
does it play at all? It must do a little.
I think it does at least a little. I mean, I'm not a big cash game reg, but I definitely...
Well, the 2's good now as well.
I'd be a lot happier to see a King of Clubs there than a Brick King. Just adds to the hope.
Well, this is an interesting spot. Potato Salatas. There's a couple of overcards. He got called on the flop. Checks turn.
I call you. Let's see the river.
Makes the call.
Check.
Wow. And if King Anne can ask the question now, he can't think his 5's good. Surely.
No. Not when he calls the turn.
Wow, he goes for it. 500 is more than pot. And he has put Potato Salatas to the test. Fantastic.
Great bet.
Yeah. Play him at his own game. Is that the
Yeah.
way?
King has been around for a while and I knows his stuff.
Great stuff. Do you think Potato rather turn his hand face up there? Never really felt like strength. Once he checked turn and then there was a bit of tank there before he called. Then he checks the river. It doesn't scream
Yeah.
strength.
He's pretty, as you said, he's pretty much turning his hand face up. That's like one of the spots I hate one of the most in a cash game. If I 3-bet a pair, lead like 1 over flop, get called,
I fold.
and then it's sort of from there, where do we go?
I'm gonna call.
But you hate to kind of like check fold because then you're going
Yeah.
to be known
To check
for
fold in a
someone
lot
who
of
can be
turns.
got off.
Yeah. As soon as I check the turn, I'm going to be getting facing a bet every time now.
Smudge again,
I'm raising.
putting the pressure on.
Fold.
Oh, and he picks up the 3-bet. This is going to be tricky.
This man has to be the greatest Greek player in the world. I'm going to go out there and say that.
Yeah, I don't think that's a massive stretch, actually, to
Well-
even say that.
There's a few stars, fucking pros,
Okay,
no one's ever heard of.
Right.
Greek guys.
okay.
But
But yeah, he might well be...
I got my money on Potato.
Yeah, I reckon so. He's definitely going to be... You can never say definitely about anything in
No.
the future in poker, but he definitely deserves a pretty good career.
Yeah.
Oi, oi. Smudge knows what he's doing. It's going to be these two. Forget the rest.
Yeah.
It's just these two for the next 20 minutes. And Potato.
Raise.
Oh,
I
my
knew it.
word.
You knew it was going,
It's
though.
unbelievable.
He
But
was-
at what stage do you start believing him?
Like, this is...
Like, if you don't believe his 3-bet and you don't really credit him when he 4-bets, at what point do you think, oh, now actually he may well have a hand? How do you make that decision?
I think there's only one other person.
And they're deep now. It's like, and you don't want to. Smudge is in a position where he
Oh,
can't be.
wow.
Wow, he's
Great bet. I bet he's been waiting for this episode to come on. I bet he has. Wait till I message him later.
Wow, that is pretty sick. Potato had... Yeah, no, he still did start the hand with, what, almost 250 bigs.
What was that, 6-bet?
Yeah. Open, Potato 3-bet.
He 4-bet, 5-bet,
6-bet
6-bet.
shove. Oi, oi.
New hand.
It's fine poker.
Yeah.
It's ballsy for sure.
Entertaining.
Yeah, I mean, if you're sitting down with $1,000 and you're playing that kind of poker, you've got to have a decent bankroll.
Yeah.
Or
for
potentially
sure.
it might be your own.
I mean, you
money.
should look to have a decent bankroll when you're playing cash. Anyway,
Yeah,
just to
because it allows you to play properly.
yeah,
right?
and it allows you to deal with the variance and just swings up and down. But when you're playing a game like these guys do, like Potato Salatas, you probably need 2 to 3 times that amount because
Yeah.
the variance is even
Right.
bigger. Like,
Smudge happy to
And here's the
take
turn.
on this race for what is only about $120 each. And Tom Hamlet doubles up. Let's see what he can do with it.
New hand.
Pretty much just a spectator sport for the other 7 or 8 guys at this table.
King Anne's got involved.
Yeah. There should be a way where we can, like, run a report over the last 10 or 20 TV cash games so we find the top 10 most aggressive players.
I reckon I could name at least half of them.
And then we just invite them all to a special cash
Yeah.
game, and then it's just... Or just does it descend into just totally idiotic raising?
I reckon you wouldn't even need to do the report. I reckon we could just come
Yeah,
up with
we
a list.
probably could. But it just shows even 2 of them at a full ring table and it's carnage. So 3 or 4 of them is just total.
You just need Rockin and Brother Mazzone to step up now and just go absolutely nuts.
Yeah,
Flop.
couple of shorties taking their chance.
This is the river.
Ace King looks good to me.
Yeah, I mean the difference between the hands we've seen so far and these is these shorties who are taking their chance are really relying on their cards working out for them.
Yeah.
How much? I mean, there's a bit of skill in making sure that you're racing at least, if not getting it in good. But that's about the amount of skill you've got. Not really giving yourself any other chance to outplay people. But then you can forgive people for wanting to buy in short and try and spin it up at this table.
Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine?
The action's going to be there for them. They're not going to be sitting at a table where they're literally going to get no action, shoving a 10 big blind stack, 20 big blind stack.
King Anne, does he want to go 4-way? He could have narrowed the field, but he chooses not to.
Big flop for Potato, but not as big as Tablon.
Oh, Tablon's absolutely loving it.
How does DD have 2%? It's the 7.
The boat.
Sick.
Yeah, it's the boat.
Hmm?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it's just...
Okay.
I expect it to be less than 2%.
I bet.
Yeah.
As we mentioned it, he's going to bet.
Yeah.
Interested to see how he plays this.
Yeah, he'll be hoping to win this.
With Potato
right
behind,
here.
I know Potato's got actually a big hand, but...
And Potato presumably wants to play a big pot.
Yeah.
No, he
Wow.
chooses not to. I guess he figures, even though it feels like a big draw, the chances are there's
Yeah.
an ace or a king of clubs out
It's,
there.
yeah,
which
he's
is
only
gonna-
getting called by either big draws or hands that have got him beat.
Yeah. This hand is getting worse for DD Triple C.
Yeah.
Is it time to shut down?
I bet.
No.
He's going for one more.
All right. When the Tablon would love to bloat this pot at some stage, you can't wait much longer, can
Yeah.
you? But he's got to be thinking about Potato Salat as well. He doesn't want to scare him. Wow, Potato.
Snap folds, yeah.
Snap fold. So there you go. There is a type, he's a particular type of hyper-aggressive and loose player, but in
Oh, yeah, he picks
specific
his spots. Yeah.
circumstances.
He doesn't just go nuts and just clicks buttons for fun.
Yeah.
Like that, I mean, he's got an overpair to the flop and open-ended straight flush draw and still finds a fold on the turn.
Well, Smudge has certainly had the best of it so far.
What did he sit down with?
Smudge, let me have a little look.
Okay, new hand.
1,000.
I fold.
Well, we had 5 people out of the 20 who took part in this 2-hour session who bought in for the 1,000. And only one player was there for all 136 hands. I will not give you more than one guess as to who that would be.
Jake Cody.
Raised.
Hootsu High with the 4s. King and veteran PKR cash gamer.
Call.
Plays it slow.
Yeah, he's going to look and try and
Let's see the flop.
win a big pot. It's so deep, but it's going the other way.
Well, I guess he's expecting and going to be comfortable playing out of position with an overcard or two. It's going to happen a lot of the time.
I bet.
Let's just see how many streets he's going to stay in for.
Let's have
Yeah,
a
I
turn.
can never see him folding the flop.
Check. Fairly innocuous turn. And the pot's pretty modest.
Bet.
I would imagine his
I call.
Finnish
comes
opponent's
the river.
kind of a fairly unknown player, so
Yeah, the name doesn't ring a bell.
how much do you give him credit when he
I bet.
fires 3 barrels?
What's that? 65 into 130. That's half pot, eh? Doesn't feel like you can beat anything. Like, you don't expect him to be like half pot bluff.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect that.
It's like, does he bet pocket 7s?
It'd be a nice
Call
fold.
again.
I can see him call. Yeah, he makes the call.
I don't think it's a terrible call or anything. It's
I
just-
almost
it's-
think that Hutsuhai probably chose that bet size just about right.
just, yeah.
I think it was just about the maximum.
Yeah.
We don't know, but probably if he'd gone for 3/4 pot, I think he would have lost his customer.
Okay, new hand.
Fold.
Tablon gets another opportunity.
I
Raised.
fold.
And so he does, makes it 12. King
I
and
call.
flats in position. Marianne sat on over 1,000. In this kind of game, King 10's all right, as long as you know what you're trying to hit. Or
Here
is
comes
it
the
just
Um,
a pass is all right there?
I think, yeah, I don't think a call or a pass or even a raise is. All 3 options are really available to you there.
All right.
I think with a hand like King 10 suited in position, you want to sort of see a flop as many times as you can because it just flops so well.
Right.
Rather than free bet and maybe lose the chance to see the flop if it does. Someone comes over the
Here's
top
the
of you.
turn card.
Tricky spot for Tablon.
Oh,
Well,
wow, it's even trickier now.
yeah.
Yeah, he's not going to be folding this turn.
Check.
Yeah, and these two would have clashed a number of times in the past, so there's a lot we won't know about this dynamic. Great spot for King and. But how is this
I
pot
bet.
going to get big? That's
I call.
about
And
3/4.
here's the river.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
Check. Check, God damn it.
Well,
There you go.
fine, but if he led, is King and... Is
Well,
King and
King and-
because
King-
straights have got there as well.
Yeah,
and
but he's
kind of-
never raising.
Right. Sorry.
But like
that's
King
what I-
Hand's never going to check back these sort of hands, so you're going to get maximum value now. You might even call the raise.
Yeah.
I'm all in.
Whoa,
Wow, he's
moved
gone for
in.
it all.
He's gone for all of it.
See, this is just. Ugh.
The flush, how much of it is a straight possibility as much as a flush possibility? What's going through King Anne's head here?
I mean, what straights have got there? It's 8-5 and
10-8.
10-8, yeah. I mean, 10-8 is definitely not really a hand I'm putting in this range.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
But
Well, he's made a. In
I
the
mean,
end, he hasn't hung around too long to make that pass.
yeah, no. I mean, when he does raise the river, it sort of is a flush or nothing, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to have some knowledge of your opponents. But, I mean, apart from a very, very small percentage of
And
people
this-
on PKR who might be capable of doing that without the flush or the straight
Yeah,
there.
yeah. I think 9
Everyone
times out of
else is
10,
gonna
he's
have
got it. Yeah. If someone like Patau's doing it, I'm like, well, if you've got it, mate, good luck to you.
Yeah.
Because you could have any two.
Yeah.
But yeah, against an unknown or a player that you see solid, then
You have to give him credit.
Fold.
yeah.
Here he goes. King Anne, fresh off making a nice laydown. He's back in action, but you don't like to be out of position to the Greek.
Here's the flop.
Well,
Oh wow.
that's kind of ridiculous.
Jesus, is that really the flop?
Yeah.
Really? Just really?
That is the most ridiculous option available.
Yeah.
We could have written it.
Uh,
Well, I mean, we don't see. You don't see the two protagonists raise and re-raise and re-raise and get it in this deep on the flop. But yeah, I feel like because of who it is, I can see
can't
King
blame
Anne
him,
happy
yeah.
to get it in.
well, Potato's going to want to get his hand in now while his hand's got so much equity because the turn could just kill him. Not kill him,
Here's
but
the turn
Yeah.
card.
like this turn here, you can see his equity's shot down to 34%.
And King Anne perhaps
From being a
knows
coin
that
flip.
and wants to see
Yeah.
a dry.
Let's see the
Ooh,
river.
he's checked it. Well, that is that.
Fold.
King Anne checks the turn. Do you think that's missing a little bit of value? Quick answer, yes or no?
I would bet the turn, personally, but I'd say he's got more cash game experience than me.
Okay, new hand.
Well, onwards to the end of this session. And
Fold.
a hint of fireworks early on, but we have yet to see that 2 grand pot that we
I fold.
so hope for.
Call.
Not many hearts left out there.
See the flop.
Well, these action flops
I check.
don't leave much to the imagination.
Mm. Got to imagine he's lining up a check raise.
I bet.
Marianne, no reason to think that he's not ahead here.
I raise.
I fold.
Raises it
Let's have
to
the
build a
call.
pot because it's quite a dry flop, so you're happy to...
With 7-8, I like check raising the flop just because you want to protect your hand.
Check.
And how much of it the third player would have been in his mind to just ensure that that third player doesn't come in, or is that an irrelevant?
Here comes the
Fact.
river.
No, I definitely think it's relevant. You prefer to get heads up with these sort of situations because your hand's big, but it's not. It's a
Right.
vulnerable hand, as you can see here.
Yep.
He's hit the awful river card.
Yeah, he's been counterfeited, and that's that. Marianne, well, there's 214 in the pot. An
I bet.
opportunity to squeeze a bit of value out.
Now DD can beat his 5-6.
Yeah.
9-10's got there. I suppose he's chopping with most 8s.
Yeah, we've seen 1 or 2 decent laydowns so far, and
I think that's an easier one there, really. I mean, he's as I said, I don't think he can beat anything. Just a bluff. Just a bluff.
Yeah, no one making hay on this table. Potato downwards, but can all change in one hand.
Yeah, I mean, he bricked that big draw just now, and he had that backwards and forwards of smudge.
Fold.
Well, one final opportunity for someone to make a name for themselves. Not the Jack 8, we suspect.
Fold.
Well, we have
Fold,
King and
fold,
Potato
winner.
gets out of the
Fold.
way. Well, we'll see a final flop, it looks like.
Call.
On we go.
Here comes the flop.
Something for everyone.
Check. Bet. Call.
Let's have the turn card.
Ooh.
Yeah. That works.
I was thinking a deuce or a 6. On the
I
turn,
check.
will probably cause a bit of action. You got the 6.
And
I bet.
what's king? What's the reason for the $37 bet?
I mean,
He can't think. What does he think that there's a chance he's ahead?
I mean, yeah.
Or
Ace,
that if
ace
you're
high
behind, you've still got some equity?
yeah, I mean, ace high is the best hand a lot of times on that sort of flop, on a 5-5-4 flop. He's now open-ended. He's gonna, well,
Yeah, that should be the end of that.
yeah. I'd imagine it's the end of it unless king hands.
Fold.
Nah.
Yeah, that's the end of that. No crazy fireworks to end that hand, and a thoroughly interesting session. Marianne does okay. Patatas salatas, as always, great value and fantastic entertainment.
Well, our biggest winner is Tablon 46, who is $340 up. But the wooden spoon goes to DD Triple C, who's $632 down. Scott, your favourite moment?
It's got to be the hand between Smudge and Potato Salatas. They just get into a pre-flop war, which ends with, I think, a 6-bet shove with 10-9 off, which isn't really a standard play for a 4-ring cash game. But with these two, they're a bit creative,
Bit creative, yeah.
Yeah.
Dan, what do you need to hold your own in this crowd?
Well, I suppose you don't have to play like those two. I mean, they do look like a pair of clowns, but they are thinking pretty high level. But if you're going to play like them or you're going to play against them, firstly, you need a really nice bankroll, because this is kind of mid to high stakes for PKR. And you need some good post-flop play, and you need plenty of experience too.
Brilliant. Thank you, Dan, and thank you, Scott. And thank you guys for watching. We will see you next time.